Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the release video of Tab Opener version 2.0. My name is Sebastian. In the last release video, a lot of people asked me what the specific purpose of Tab Opener is, and I want to spend a little more time on explaining the use case for this application. Tab Opener is an application which is trying to improve the workflow for people who are working with specific file types with different applications. So the first use case, or the use case that I have, is a developer who is working with HTML files, and in a classical setting he has a file manager open and has a bunch of files here, and he does two things with the files. He opens them in the browser and he opens them with another application for editing. So browser is for viewing and another application for editing. Now, as you might see, I have to open the context menu to open the second application. And if you do this 600 times a day, it gets very repetitive. And Tab Opener tries to improve on this, or improves on this workflow by enabling the user to configure two actions to a file type. In this case, for HTML, I configured Google Chrome as primary action and an editor as the secondary action. So me as a developer now have my project here, and I basically want to view this file. So I click on this first icon and it opens this file, as you can see in this browser. Now what you can also see is that Tab Opener is nowhere. It is gone. It's not in the alt tab list, it's nowhere. This is on purpose. Basically, when I have a file browser open and a bunch of other windows and I try to alt tab between them, then it gets a really long list and there's a lot of clutter in there. And Tab Opener basically just stores the last state that it was in and closes. It goes away. So now I'm back to this point. I can select a different folder, I can exit the application, go back, and it goes back to exactly the same location I was. It provides this quick history list. So if one of the last 10 used applications is or one of the last 10 files is what I was looking for, I can quickly navigate there. I can also quickly open a secondary action, which is editing. So I don't have to right click and wade through some context menu anymore. It is just working. So this is the primary use case for Tab Opener. Now I will go into the new features and the updates that came with the second version. So feature-wise, there are two main things that appeared. The first one is a Git integration. So now there is a Git pull, a Git add and commit, and a Git push button here. You can select a folder and you can click on Git pull and it will execute a pull and do its thing here. You can see there is this new button which is which is running, so it shows when an application is running. Now if I perform a pull, for example, and at the same time I want to open an application or a file, I can do that. And these are the minor tweaks. When I'm running an application, the Tab Opener stays around because I want to see the output. And when the command is completed and I open a file, it goes away and just lets me continue to work. So this continuous workflow is what it's trying to achieve. The next major update is file-specific nodes. So if I select a specific file now and I have a node for it previously, then it will load this node. So this is my master template. This is a node. It is now saved in the database. And if I load the application again, if I load the application again the next time, it will open in the exactly same state I left it. It will have the same file selected. It will have the same node widget selected. And if I have a command entered down here, then it will also have this command selected. So this is also a new tweak, I would say. The application is really storing its state, and it is really fluidly interacting with each other. So if I select, for example, these are presets, these are locations that I mark as bookmarks, as favorites. And if I select a folder here and it is in the presets, it is selected. These small user interface, the user experience changes, a lot of them is going on in the version 2.0 release. Now a really big change since 1.0 is a complete refactoring of the code. 1.0 was a prototype. 2.0 is a very clean code base. The modules are all isolated. They talk with signals and slots through a queued signals and slots mechanism. There is a clean database abstraction, and all this code works very nicely. Now I will create a set of follow-up videos to this one, in which I will explain the technical details of tab opener. And if you are interested in this application and would like to contribute to it, see the source code, or are just generally interested on how other people work with queued C++ code, then please tune into my channel, subscribe, and thank you for listening. Until next time, goodbye.